From LEX 18, your official UK sports station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Tonight. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
Locker room celebrations highlighted a big weekend for Big Blue Nation as the football Cats come away with a win and another bowl win, and the basketball Cats break their losing streak behind in-state sensation Dante Allen. Of course, the women also won, right? I don't know if we had video of them celebrating there. Welcome to BBN Tonight. I'm Keith Farmer.
And I'm Eli Gaines. Tonight we're going to recap a weekend of those victories across the board for UK athletics.
And later, Josh Ali talks about UK football's future, and Tom Leach weighs in on Dante Allen's breakout game, plus a huge win for the women's team as well. Let's begin with a complete breakdown of the Gator Bowl victory over NC State. That is tonight's Big Blue story presented by Baptist Health. To Jacksonville we go, where Kentucky had a tough time finding the end zone in the first quarter despite an advantage in yards and time of possession. The only score was a Matt Ruffalo field goal.
Was a good opening drive.
It was.
16 plays, took off nearly 9 minutes of game clock. So unfortunate not to get into the end zone, but a decent first drive for Vince Merrill making the calls for the first time. Unfortunately having to settle for a 3, but we're on top. It's 3-0. In the second quarter, well, A.J. Rose, he's going to get the running game going here. That's a 44-yard pickup, and the Cats are in business in the red zone. A few plays later, Chris Rodriguez makes it 10-0. Kentucky, they would tack on another field goal to lead 13-0 at halftime. But Keith, you're feeling pretty good. Yes, they were dominating. Felt like they should have been leading by more.
You know, at the same time, yes, they could have put up points, and we joke about Ruffalo and having to settle for those field goals, but you know what? In a game like this, you want to know your kicker's got it going. And so he'd already kicked a couple plus an extra point. All right, let's go to the second half now, and the Wolfpack gets on the board on 4th and 6. Bailey Hockman going to find a little floater to C.J. Riley for the touchdown right over Tyrell Asian's hands. No more shutout for UK, and also makes it a closer game, 13-7 Cats late in the third.
Yeah, and this was one of those things where it's like, well, I wish we really would have got touchdowns in that first half because now this game is only one possession. So we go to the fourth quarter now. The Kentucky defense, credit to them, they were hanging in there, making stops when they needed to. And NC State trying to put another drive together. Nope, says Yusuf Corker. Coming up with a great play on the ball for the interception. And Keith, that was the second interception from the Kentucky defense on Saturday.
Not to toot my horn, but last week I said that Kentucky had a great shot at some interceptions because I thought that NC State was going to try and throw it a lot. And Kentucky came away with 3 of them. So there's one of the big ones right there. All right, late in the game, the Cats were looking to put it away. A.J. Rose, who was named Gator Bowl MVP with 12 carries, 148 yards. Couldn't get it into the end zone here. Kentucky settled for another field goal to make it 16-7. Eli, I wish he could have gotten into the end zone with those big stats.
Yeah, that would have been huge. But regardless, you're up 2 possessions now with about 3 minutes or so to play, maybe 5 minutes
or so. It's all good, right?
Yeah, all good. So NC State, no. They went down and scored in less than a minute. They got the ball back. But here's the third interception of the game, Keith. Jamin Davis gets it, and then on the next play, Chris Rodriguez, the second of his 2 touchdowns of the day. He had 84 yards on the ground. And, well, the Wolfpack, they did score late, but we recovered an onside kick, and Mark Stoops is getting a Gatorade bath as Kentucky hangs on to win 23-21 as Gator Bowl champions.
To win the Gator Bowl with, 2 of your full-time coaches and a bunch of analysts and graduate assistants and guys that stepped up and really did a good job. So proud of them, proud of our seniors. Led us to 3 straight bowl victories. That's, really a big accomplishment. And I greatly appreciate all of our players, all of them, once again, really wanted to be here, played a good game.
All right, the promise of a new year and a free season of eligibility, courtesy of the NCAA, has inspired some Kentucky seniors to return for another season. Wide receiver Josh Ali, special team standout Zach Johnson kicked things off with their announcements on Twitter, followed by tight end Justin Rigg, defensive back Devontae Robinson, and offensive lineman Luke Fortner. Meanwhile, juniors Josh Paschal, DeAndre Square, Quandre Mosley, and Darian Kennard have capped off the 2021 party. They are coming back. We're still waiting to hear on Jamin Davis. Landon Young and Brandon Eccles are definitely going to put their name in and go on to the NFL draft.
Darian Kennard, the biggest one right there.
Oh,
Going to help
huge to have
himself
him
out
back.
big time. He
Oh,
comes
yeah.
back, stays healthy. He could be a first-round pick, maybe a top 15, top 10 pick as well.
Exactly.
So, of course, it was a big weekend for UK hoops, too. The men finally breaking their 6-game losing streak. The big headline was the emergence of former Pendleton County star Dante Allen, who helped Kentucky finally get in the win column against Mississippi State on Saturday. A key moment came with 9 minutes to play in the second half. Coach Cal got himself ejected from the game when the Cats were down by 6 points. Well, then, right on cue, the team goes on a 10-0 run, takes the lead, and then, well, in the final seconds, with the score tied at 61, Allen and Olivier Sarr both had a chance to end it, but could not. So it sent the game into overtime. Well, at the end of that session, the Bulldogs, they nearly had a chance to win it, but they couldn't get the shot off, so he went to double OT, and that's when Allen really takes over. Comes up with a long two, and then right here, his 7th three-pointer of the game, ending with a career-high 23 points as Kentucky gets the 78-73 victory.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think it was pressure, only because, like, I put in the work. I didn't know when my opportunity was going to come. Obviously, it could have came today, next week, next month. Like, nobody knows. So I was just keeping my head down and just working hard. And, you know, I'm thankful to have the opportunity that I had tonight.
And Keith will talk more about this later with Tom Leach, but your initial reaction to what Dante was able to do.
So happy to see him get the chance, take the chance, and convert on it. And I'm glad it happened now rather than, like he said, another week or another month down the road.
Exactly.
All right, coming up next on BBN Tonight, we're going to talk with UK wide receiver Josh Ali.
Hear more about his decision to return for another senior season with the Cats. That's when we return.